Hey friends, I had a bit of a scary issue with the truck yesterday. I was trying to back into the driveway, I stalled the truck, and I got stuck out blocking both lanes of traffic because the car battery was seemingly dead. Well, it turns out that the terminal on top where the cord bolts on to the battery was completely shattered. I'll show you a close-up, but then I'm gonna try to get this knocked out with a new little terminal clamp here.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your mind.
Alright, well that worked. All it needed was a replacement cracked piece, $10, and then I have a spare as well since I only replaced one of the terminal clamps and the pack came with two. Well, as you guys probably guessed, we've been getting ready to move. That was the motivation behind getting this 40-foot shipping container. We don't know where we're going to end up, if it's going to have any infrastructure, any sort of space for storage. We obviously don't want to be paying for a storage facility and a moving truck and all this stuff when we don't even know exactly what our situation is going to be in the future. So one of the tasks that I've been trying to figure out is how do we package all of our stuff into the shipping container when the trucks most likely to pick it up seem to tilt or drop the container around, and then there's going to be all that motion on the truck. We might be moving hundreds of miles away. We don't know what's going to happen on the truck. So I want to make sure the stuff is packaged and balanced as perfect as possible. I've been looking at these 27-gallon totes. They sell them at all the hardware stores. You'll probably recognize the ones behind me. They're pretty popular these days with these bright yellow lids. There's a few different brands, but the one that I prefer the most is sold at Costco, and those are the cheapest between Home Depot and Lowe's in our area. So I've been keeping an eye out on them. I got about 10 of them last summer when they were on sale. I think they were $9 or $10 a piece. Obviously they come with a lid. Well, we had a neighbor who just moved to the area, and they did exactly what I'm planning to do, which is move all of our stuff in reusable totes rather than cardboard boxes. So take a look behind me. I got 30 of the 27-gallon black totes with a yellow lid, same brand that they sell at Costco, and I got this whole collection for $200. I do like the durability and the stackability of these totes, but one reason it's important for us to use plastic is that shipping containers tend to accumulate a lot of humidity and moisture once they're left out in the sun. And I'm worried that if any sort of cardboard boxes come in contact with the wet metal, it'll create moldy conditions. And our belongings might be stuck in this container for well over a year. So anything that can prevent the water from accumulating and spreading is probably a good idea for us. Alright, we have a sunny winter morning here on Kind Heart Homestead. We're going to try to deconstruct the chicken run. It's full of holes and they're escaping anyway. And since we're moving, we're just going to throw the fence away. But we have to pull up all of the step-in posts and keep those for the next project. Also, part of this project, we need to take away the garden fences that we put up to try to keep deer out. And we'll use that as a temporary chicken run until we're ready to move. I might also be able to clean out the chickens' bedding as well. So let's see what we can get done.
Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you get me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh.
Alright, as you can see, we completely removed the chicken run fence. We've had that thing as long as we've had chickens, probably 3 years at least. My idea was to cut the fencing off of the posts, and that sped up the process, made it super easy. One of our homesteading philosophies is not to be wasteful. We try to get as much use as we can out of any material at our disposal. That being said, moving hundreds of miles away creates a unique set of challenges. We have to make the decision as to how much of our repurposed and recycled stuff we want to take with us. We do have a bond with our chickens, even though 2 of them are pretty skittish. We do enjoy getting eggs from them, and we know that we could get new chickens and leave these ones behind. But we'd like to keep the homestead intact and move as much of our stuff as we can with us, including the chicken coop. This is part of an ongoing project where I walk around the outside of our homestead, try to decide what to throw in the truck to take to the convenience center for disposal, and what to clean up and pack inside of the shipping container. We might not get use out of our garden again if we end up moving over the next couple of months. And that's exactly why we need to start taking things down, such as the garden fencing, the garden sprinklers, and the greenhouse. And since these pieces of infrastructure typically stay outside year-round, I don't really have a way to disassemble them correctly and to package them in an organized manner. So as I take things down, I'm repurposing other materials that we also have to move, such as these rain barrels, which we're repurposing just to hold poles and posts during the move. And I suspect I'll use my other rain barrel to hold all of our shovels and digging implements. Maybe we can flip them upside down and put the handles down in the barrels. But for now, I'm just trying to get all of our materials as close as I can to the container or in the container for us to organize later. And that includes this 50-foot scrap from our fencing project. I typically roll it around the yard and set it up in different places that might need protection from deer or predators. But this chicken coop is not too far from the shipping container, so this is actually a pretty good staging area. However, I do think it's going to be pretty tricky for us to move the chickens when the time comes, because I'll probably have our shipping container here for a month or two on the property that we sold, while I'm at the next property developing a site for the shipping container to be moved to. So we'll have to figure that out as we go, but right now I don't have a practical solution. It is a bit depressing to disassemble these things that we've spent years building, but if we've built it once, we know we can build it again. And next time we'll have the experience to know what to do better. Please start a discussion down in the comments section if you have experience moving your farm or your homestead across the state. Whether it's in a shipping container or a truck, we'd like to know what tips and tricks you might have that can help us.
Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.